This is the Life's Journey with Best Friends podcast. Listen as two best friends for over 40 years share our experiences, insights, and unique stories. All right. Well, BFFers, welcome. Here we are at Life's Journey with Best Friends podcast. How was your
episode?
59,624.
I can never remember any either.
I know. It's okay. I know it's like 70. I'm going to guess 79. No,
I'm going to guess 73.
Yeah, I was going to say 73 or 74. So,
yeah, 75.
75.
Wow.
Look at us. We're rocking and rolling. That's awesome.
Sure.
All right. So I need to come right out and talk about Bill Belichick. Hear me out. I think that their relationship, I think she was an escort. They quote unquote fell in love, and now that's where they are.
So I don't think she was an escort at all. I think that he's so powerful, like he, in his own mind, he loves himself and is powerful.
Sure, I agree with that.
He had a normal girlfriend, whatever, Linda. I think they were engaged. I mean, obviously he's a cheater. He cheated on his wife with Linda. Then he cheated on Linda with this Jordan. Is it Jordan or Jordan? I hear people saying it both ways. So I'm going to just say Jordan is stupid. I'm calling her Jordan.
It's pronounced whore.
Yeah. So anyways, I think it's just all his fucking ego. Do you know that she's younger than Lauren?
She's old enough to be his granddaughter.
She's 24.
So there is no way in hell that...
That's sick. That's gross. I would not find a 75-year-old man attractive. Sorry.
He's not an ugly man by all means at all.
Oh, he is ugly. He's not attractive.
No,
if he was a good-looking guy, maybe. He's ugly.
And we know she is with him for his money, his power, absolutely. I just don't believe that they met.
I think it's the power for her.
I'm sure. She's buying all of these houses and real estate and all that stuff. At her age, there is no way, besides, unless she was an escort, and he's paying her to be his media person.
We don't know what her family life is like. So we don't know if she comes from a wealthy family. We don't know any of that. I mean, I get it. I don't know how she is buying all this property, but she is his COO of whatever, PR, media, social media. So I'm sure the university or whoever, I don't know, is paying her a pretty penny.
Oh, I'm sure he is. She's got to be on his payroll. They're
absolutely on his payroll. She's his CEO, COO.
It's gross. That's all I can say. It's gross. You can't tell me that they're actually in love. I'm sorry, I don't believe it. Not at all.
Well, we know he's in love because he's got a fucking 24-year-old that will do whatever he wants.
Right, exactly. It doesn't mean he loves her. He's he's using her, and I understand why he's doing it. I totally do. A man at that age has never really. If that was like someone that was a regular Joe Schmo, would never get a woman like that. So I get his end. Her end, and I'm not saying that one is any better than the other, but. He can deal with it. How does she?
She's definitely a gold digger. Absolutely. I agree with that 100%. I mean, he's not a dumb man.
No, not at all.
But he's thinking with the wrong head.
And I don't think she's a dumb woman. I think she knows exactly what she's doing. So let's put a timeline on it. Do you think it's going to be 6 months? Do you think it's going to be a year? What do you think?
They've been together for like 3 years.
Is it? No,
it's been a long time.
Why do I feel like it's just kind of new?
Because they just came out in public with it.
Okay.
Can I share a page that has some information on her?
Yeah, please.
All right, hold on.
So if she's 22, they've been together for 3 years, Diana.
She's 24.
That's even more gross.
Sorry, there's a lot of ads on here. Let me get them out of the
That's
way.
okay.
So she is 24 now. Former college cheerleader, started dating him in 2021. So 4 years.
Oh my gosh.
49-year age difference.
She couldn't even drink when she first met him.
Couldn't drink when she met him, yeah.
Oh.
And so it says she's CEO and founder of the Boston-based Trouble Cub Enterprises. And it said it's unclear what the business does.
So see, she's a
That's
troubled
good.
little girl. She's got some daddy complex thing
She
going
definitely
on.
has daddy issues.
Okay.
And then she listed herself as chief operating officer on a part-time basis from August 2024 through February 2025. Prior to that, she received her cosmetology professional licensure. No disrespect there. After studying at the New England Hair Academy in 2019.
So she graduated 2019. She went to college. She was a cheerleader. There's no freaking way that she has that.
So she was born in 2001.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
She's a year older than Jason.
She was born the year of 9/11.
Oh, okay. That just made me feel old. Thank you, bitch.
So let's think about this, right?
I don't have to think about it.
Well, so she is 24. So he's been with her since she was 20. I don't know when him and Linda broke up. I think definitely cheated on her. I don't think she's gorgeous. Like I could see if she was like drop dead gorgeous or he was a good looking older man. It's wrong. It's disgusting. And this whole thing of them, this interview, like why put yourself in that? Why would you put yourself in that predicament and act like an asshole when you know it's getting recorded and they're going to use it?
Well, and maybe that's part of it. And we've said this before.
Now all we're doing is talking about it, I guess, right?
Exactly. Any publicity is good publicity. We would love publicity. We need to do something. Good or
Maybe
bad.
you should start dating a guy that's 82.
Oh God, no.
Saggy balls and all. No,
Can you
thank
imagine? Oh my gosh. Harry Bowman. Like
he's just gross. And they say he has a great personality. I mean, he's different off camera and all his friends say he's really funny. But the side that we know of him, excuse me.
Bless you.
Off.
That was perfect. The side that we know of him.
I know, I'm sorry. I find to be like he's not attractive. He's grumpy old fucking man.
Well, that's what we know. That's the coach that we love. So, I mean, hey, I just needed to get it out there that I would just.
He's made some bad choices.
Done. Yeah, like, oh my gosh, any respect I had. Although, if I was that age, his age, and there was a younger person, and I was not married.
You would love it.
Yeah, right? Like, why wouldn't you do it? I just don't understand.
But he was engaged. That's the issue.
Yeah, engaged and married is totally different. And I'm not saying
him and Linda were together for a long time.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, well.
I wonder how she feels about it.
Oh, yeah.
Seeing him on the beach doing Pilates and shit with her. It's fucking ridiculous.
Well, maybe that's what's keeping him young is the Pilates. I'm sure that's what it is. It's the Pilates. Oh, all right. So how was your week? I just had to get that off my chest. How was your week, Miss Diana?
My week is okay. I have this goddamn cold that I don't know if it's allergies, a cold or whatever. I just can't get rid of it. So it's been killing me.
That's funny because that's kind of part of my word of my phrase of the week. So my phrase of the week is you need to leave. Because
me personally,
I don't give a shit. So people at work have been coughing and coughing, and I don't know if it's allergies or if they're sick.
No, you know what? I
And
totally
I
agree
keep
with you.
saying, you need to leave, you need to leave, you need to leave. And it's not like little, it's like
No,
full on, like if I was a woman, if that was, I was coughing like that, I'd be peeing myself. It was so
same.
bad. Yeah.
No, I know the feeling because we talk about this a lot at work, and I feel the same way. Like, stay home.
Right.
I don't want your germs.
No. And I get it. And I think since COVID, things have changed. Whereas before, they didn't give a shit if you were, dying, had a fever, whatever, as
They
long as
wanted
you
you
weren't
in the office.
puking or whatever, right, get to work. Now they're like, nope, it's okay, stay
Stay
home.
home.
Yeah. And that's I can't even tell you how many times I said under my breath, you need to leave. You need to leave. Like,
I
this
know.
is just awful.
Same.
So my week was pretty good. So I don't know. I feel like since the beginning of January, and I've been trying to get so much healthier in the last couple of years, shit has just fucking died the last like month. So my shoulder issue from the before the 5K, and then I had a biopsy on my my gum. So
We talk about that.
yeah, we could talk about that. So I had a biopsy on my gum. I had a tooth removed back in December, as everyone knows, when I thought they took my wrong tooth. Anyways, so
Yes, right.
right, the dentist had said to the oral surgeon, hey, there's a spot on her gum. I don't like how it looks. Can you do a biopsy on it? So a few months, a couple, like two, whatever, 6 weeks after I had the tooth out and it was healed, they did the biopsy. So you have to schedule an appointment to get your results. I asked why, and they said, well, we don't want to then get the results and say to you, hey, you have to come in because then you'll know it's something bad. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I've been through that before. So, yeah, I get that. Okay. So I go in for my results, dentist office, doctor's offices. I don't care. You're always running late. Fine.
Right. Drives me
So,
crazy.
right. Whatever. So I get in there and the poor, whatever she is, his assistant says, okay, we need to tell you something. And of course, I'm like panicked. And she's
You
like,
fucking, that was the worst thing she could have said to you.
right. And she says, we don't have your results. And I was
And
like,
you were
oh,
like,
okay. Yeah. I was kind of like, all right, whatever, that's fine. And she's like, and they can't find them at the place we sent them to. And they don't have you on record at all whatsoever. So I literally was just having one of those weeks and I just laughed and I went, okay, so what happens? And she says, well, I'm sorry that we didn't call you beforehand and you came in all the way from work. She goes, it is a nice day out, so you get out of work early. And I just kind of looked at her and then they handed me 2 gift cards to Starbucks.
they felt really bad.
No
It
idea
was
how
a
much was on
disaster.
them. But I was like, I just kind of like said, okay, thank you. And I walked out.
I
So,
would have been like, so what happens from here?
so they said, we'll call you when we figure things out. I'm like, okay. So finally they called me. I got in touch with them. Everything is negative. It's this week. It's fine. I don't have oral cancer. It's just this weird, like, autoimmune thing that I have that I'll get. It's almost not really like a canker. It's like a sore area. And then it goes away. And then it might come back. And I'm like,
Flares it up.
yeah, we don't know. It's autoimmune. They have no idea. No big deal. So I'm like, okay, fine. And I've lived with it my whole life. So that's when they said, oh, well, doesn't this bother you? I'm like, no, because it's just normal for me. It's one of those things. So you ever like hit your toothbrush against your gum and it's sore? Well, that's kind of what it's like. And it happens.
Mine would give me a canker.
Yeah. So you probably have the same thing. And
I'm sure I do.
yeah. So anyway, so yeah, that was my lovely story. But then
Did they say how they found it? Did they say what happened? I mean, how do you lose someone's but what if they totally lost it?
Yeah, I have no idea. And then of course I'm thinking, is it even mine?
No, seriously, that's like a question to think about.
Right? Yeah.
Did they just make it up and say I'm good?
Right. And it was funny because we kept trading phone calls or voice messages. So finally she called me from her cell phone, her personal
The
cell phone,
dentist?
his assistant. And she
Okay.
said, "This is my personal cell phone. When you get this message, call my phone. I will have it with me." Because it was ridiculous how many times we kept going back and forth. But I was like, "Hey, that's great news. Whatever, I'm good. I don't care what you have to say anymore." And I did want to say, haven't used my gift cards yet. Do I have to return
You want
them?
him back?
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
ridiculous, Noelle. I
I
would have been
know.
so mad. Like a wasted, so you had to take time out of work.
Yeah. Well, I got the gift cards for it,
True.
whatever. But so this time I didn't have to go in for another appointment because I said that I'm like, am I gonna have to leave work early again? And she's like, no, 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 we'll call you. I'm like, all right, good.
Good.
She's like, well, unless it's bad news, then you're gonna have to come in. I'm like, okay, whatever. Oh, and then my whole shoulder thing that I've been dealing with now too. That's such a pain. But it turns out I have they told me I had. What did they tell me I had? Oh, muscle spasms. Now it turns out I've got these pinched nerves in my fourth and sixth vertebrae. Woo! So
Can you fix that or no?
yeah, they can fix it. It's not so bad that I need surgery. They actually put me in traction today, and that made it feel fabulous. I know. So it's like here I am trying to get healthy, and it's like, what the fuck?
Now all the shit's happening. See what
Right?
happens when you get healthy?
Right. I should have just kept drinking and eating like an idiot.
Not worrying about anything.
Right, exactly. I would have been fine. Oh. Well, speaking of trying to get healthy, there's an interesting article that talks about, and this I think has been speculation for a really long time. When you're trying to drink all of your fluids for the day, your water, trying to, keep that up, is coffee part of your water intake? Now, I've always been told it is not.
It's a diuretic,
right?
Isn't it?
Yes, because of the caffeine, it makes you urinate. So what you're supposed to do is, if you have 8 ounces of coffee, you have 16 ounces of water. One to make up for the coffee, and then one to actually hydrate you. Well, I don't think that's actually the case anymore. Do you want to talk about that article that Chrissy sent to us?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's do it.
Good. So they're saying hydration is key for a healthy body and mind, which we all know, but everyone loves to start their day with coffee because that kind of jolts you awake. According to research, 70% of people in the US drink coffee every day, and 93% of it drink it at least once a week. I wish I knew this a long time ago. I would have definitely bought into a coffee shop.
Coffee company, right? I drink it every day.
Right.
Every day.
That's crazy.
Just one cup though.
What's that?
Just one cup.
Yeah, but your cup is this big, isn't it?
No, I do. I'm down to either a medium or just a K cup.
A regular.
It's like 10 ounces.
All right. So 2 health experts have been contacted, and they're Alex Larson and Dr. Raj. Oh man, Dasgupta.
Good for you.
Yeah, right. So they're saying that coffee can count towards your water intake. Even though the caffeine will have a mild diuretic effect, the water in coffee usually makes up for it. So especially if you're a regular coffee drinker. However, if you're drinking high amounts of caffeine, that might increase fluid loss. So that typically happens around 400 milligrams or more of caffeine, which is about 4 cups of coffee per day. So
that's a lot.
Yeah. So, but that's kind of, I think when you think in cups, it's only 8 ounces. So when you're having a medium or a large coffee, there's your 4 cups of coffee right there.
You're right.
You're doing a couple of those a day, then yeah. So for your average coffee drinking, you're drinking your mug of coffee, you're having that little cup you get at work, then you should be good. You could be able to count that towards your hydration. I think that's actually pretty good.
But if you have shit in it, like sugar and cream, you can't count that.
Well, I wouldn't necessarily count that. No, that's kind of like saying you're
Because that's not, I think they really meant more like black coffee.
correct. Yeah. If you're drinking it with cream and sugar, then you're kind of drinking a soda at that point, or tonic that we call it up here. And
What about like a cream, no soda? I mean, sugar,
cream, no sugar. Well,
like
would you?
me.
Here's a good question. Would you drink milk if you're thirsty?
No.
Okay, so there's your answer. So if you're not using, but see, the way you drink your coffee is you're drinking cream with coffee in it.
That's what I was asking you.
So no, you can't count that as
I can't count
hydration.
that.
No, no, no. No, you have to kind of look at it as, I mean, if you're doing like a skim milk or 2%, then yes, that's fine.
Yeah, I get that, but
Yeah.
not light, no sugar.
Right. Extra, extra, extra. No, absolutely not. No, you can't count that. But it is good to know that you can do that. So, because the majority of us only do like those 2 cups of coffee a day. So, and then the rest of us that have these crazy Stanleys or their knockoff Stanleys that, we drink those like crazy and we're drinking coffee on top of it. So,
I wish that, I mean, I have to say down here, I find that I drink way more water than I do at home because I just get the ice and the water off the fridge.
oh, that's good.
Yeah, so it's so much easier. The other thing is like so we have a what the hell's this seltzer machine thing called?
The stream, the soda
Yes,
stream.
so we have a stream. Do you consider that like your water? Because
Yep.
it's just water with bubbles.
Yep, absolutely. It's just water with bubbles. Yeah, there's no other chemicals or anything in it. So yeah, you could drink
Nothing.
that all day long, and that's considered 100%. Yeah, that's hydration for sure. Do you like the soda stream?
Yeah, I do actually.
Do you ever put any flavors in it?
No,
No.
we haven't bought any flavors, but I like because I don't mind clear seltzer
Right, me too.
plain. Excuse me, my
The
throat
black,
is dry.
that's actually what I have in here. I have seltzer in here,
This
but
has a little bit of a flavor.
I put a little bit of lime in it. So fresh squeezed lime in it. I love it. Absolutely love it. So
That's what I do when I go to a restaurant. I like my club soda with a lime.
yeah, you feel like you're almost drinking a vodka soda, right?
No,
No,
just a club soda.
because
I'm
I
not a
always
huge
order
vodka soda guy person.
vodka soda lime. That's my go-to. Either Tito's or Belvedere, which is my favorite.
Really?
Yeah.
I never heard of Belvedere.
Oh my gosh, I love it. And then Kettle One is another great one too.
I like Kettle One is a good one.
Yeah,
I like Kettle One better than Tito's, to be honest with
some
you.
people do. I think I'm just so used to the Tito's, it's kind of ingrained in me. We started that, oh my gosh, it's softball. This was awful. So when Emily played travel softball, when you do a travel team and you spend that much time at practices and everything, you make really good friends with all the other parents. So we were sitting there one day and one of our friends, she says to me, here, she hands me her drink. And I was like, no, I'm good. She goes, no, 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 you want to. I'm like, okay. So I took a sip out of it and I was like, I knew there was alcohol in it. And I was like, what the hell is that? And she's like, it's a new vodka called Tito's. And I was like, oh, she's like, and we mix it with Powerade. She's like, so if someone sees it, it just looks like this bright blue thing. And I was like, are we in college again? Like, what is this? This is phenomenal. Oh my gosh, so all summer, that's all we drank. And we'd be shit-faced by 2:00 on the baseball. I mean, the softball.
That's so funny. I just saw a new drink. It must have been on TikTok. It was, I want to say they put Kool-Aid, like purple Kool-Aid, into vodka. Okay.
Yep.
And they poured this much of vodka into a glass. I want to say they did Prosecco.
Ooh, with purple Kool-Aid? I don't know.
It was like a spritzy, like a lemonade type blue raspberry lemonade or something. It looked so good.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Well, next time you
Really
see
good.
that, share it with all of us, and
I
we'll
will have to find it again.
try that out. Maybe that should be an episode where you and I each, because you're there and I'm here, we each try 3 different drinks that we send each other and we rate them. Can you please share the Breland story with the pod?
I will. I said absolutely. The Lawrence story. The Lawrence story was fun. I knew immediately where she found that from. You. Is
So,
that what you're talking about?
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So, yesterday I get a text from Lauren and she says, "What was mom's first boyfriend's last name?" So, I send her the last name. And then I realized, what the fuck am I doing? And then I was like, am I going to get in trouble for this? And she says, oh, it's this joke I want to pull on her.
On
And
TikTok. It's
yeah.
from TikTok,
And I
obviously.
didn't know
again.
that. And it was like, I'm so hungry, I could eat blah, blah, blah. And I guess on TikTok, what they're doing is the girls are saying, oh my gosh, I'm so hungry, I could eat. And then they say the mother's first boyfriend's name.
Or just like an old acquaintance, somebody that's obscure.
Right. And I was like, oh,
The
what?
parents are always like, where'd you get that? How do you know that? Where
Yeah.
would you get that person? It's funny.
So, yeah, I was the one that was kind of.
So when she sent it to me, I was like, I know I had no connection anywhere to that. So I was like, where'd you get that? And she goes, I found it on Google. I'm like, Google? What did you Google? I said, to get that. And she goes, I won't reveal my sources. And I wrote, Noelle.
Well, yeah,
I was dying.
because we were way before any type of social media, so there would be no association with any of our first boyfriends. That would never happen. Yeah,
right. We weren't tagged or any of that stuff.
nothing.
So.
And I was like, this bitch, I should have known better. All right,
Just dying. So I'll tell you my Breland story.
I love this. Sorry.
It's a kind of a TMI story, but it's very funny. Because she used to always say to me when I was getting dressed that I had a big belly or whatever when she was little. And I've lost like 50 pounds or whatever. And so she walked in on me in the bathroom changing to go to the pool with her. And I said to her, I go, how does Nana's belly look now? And she goes, I can't see it. Your boobs are in front of it. I was like, do they hang that low? I mean, what?
Oh my gosh. So I told Dave this story and he just looked at me and I go, wow, I would not Breland want to see me naked. I said, because I've seen Diana's boobs and they don't hang low. And he says, well, maybe something happened after the accident that they were swollen when you saw them. I'm like, no, they're good.
I just was dying. She's like, I can't see it because your boobs are in front of it. I was like, okay, child, get out of here.
I'm like, I can picture you like, Breland.
I know, I laughed. I was like, oh my God.
That's a phenomenal story. Freaking kids, they kill me.
Out of the mouth of babes,
yes,
right?
Absolutely. Out of the mouths of babes. So our content creator had sent me this thing that she thought I would be really interested in, this article. She said, for the pod, this has you written all over it. And the title of this is, what the heck is a fart walk?
What?
Why this practice is being hailed as the secret to healthy aging. Well, as you read the article, basically what it says is, it may sound silly, but physicians say that farting on the street following a meal can help improve long-term health. So this is basically just, and it literally talks about quote unquote crop dusting.
So, oh my God, Jim is famous for that.
So what they're saying is, after you eat a meal, it is really good to walk for about 20 minutes afterwards, because your movement is keeping your stomach going, your digestive juices, and gets everything out.
It's getting them flowing.
Yep, and you may just continue to fart afterwards. And I was dying because I'm just like, oh my gosh, it's finally come to fruition that people understand that farts make me laugh. And when Chrissy wrote, "This has you" written all over it, I was like, oh my gosh, this is awesome. So thank you, Chrissy. I really appreciate it. I appreciate the information that it will help me keep my
digest.
My digestion going.
Jim is famous to, like, if we're in a store or like at Disney, he always freaking, I don't know why, always in the Haunted Mansion when the doors close and it would just reek, and I'd look at him and he's like belly laughing, and I'm like, you're just wrong. Or if we're in an aisle at a store and we're shopping, he goes, keep moving, keep moving.
Oh my gosh, my ex was really famous for that. And he would stand there and be like, wait a minute, you need to watch this person. And I'm like, why? So just watch. And you'd see them walk, and all of a sudden you could like see them like move their mouth like, what the fuck did I just eat? What was that?
What just hit me in the face? Oh God.
That's awful. Absolutely awful. I'm so sorry. I apologize to everyone, but oh, that just cracks me up. There's the 12-year-old boy in me. So
it's fun.
Absolutely. Funny. Let's talk about the awful plastic surgeries.
Oh my God. I don't. So I've been noticing lately, there's obviously more and more people having the surgery between Botox and whatever. And some people just, I don't know why a doctor wouldn't just say, okay, that's enough. Enough's enough. I can't do any more. Because then they get like this.
The Joker smile. Yeah.
Yeah. And this.
And they all are starting to look alike.
They look like lions.
Yeah, the cheek, like, I don't know if they're doing
it. They got the implants.
Yeah. Oh, it's
and then awful. They pull it, and it's ridiculous.
So you pulled a few people that you wanted to talk about, and I did too. So let's start with yours first.
Okay.
So Julie's going to pull them up for us. Oh, I know who that is. That's Donatella Versace.
Right. And she just, like, she wasn't ugly before.
No. And she actually has gotten worse than that picture. And they've done something that she looks a little bit better, but
her lips are horrible.
For a very, very long time. And I don't understand how you can go out in public. Like, I don't understand. Now, I don't get it. So now there's what we're talking about, though. The lips and those cheeks, like they have that lioness type kind of look.
Now look at her forehead, not a wrinkle to be had. That's all Botoxed.
Or do you think they just pull the skin?
I'm thinking that might be Botox. I'm not sure, but I'm not a professional.
No, but wow, yeah, look at that. That's crazy. All right, who's the next one? Oh, good Lord. Oh,
he was a handsome man. What did he do?
Yep, he was a very handsome man. And I remember the first time I saw him after his plastic surgery, I had no idea who he was.
I didn't recognize him either.
No, not at all. Not even one bit. Yes, he was a very handsome man. Look at his eyes. They're even more open than they were when he was younger.
No, it's just like his face is a lot longer.
It's weird. I don't know what it is, because it's not his nose. His nose is exactly the same. It's his eyebrows are kind of the same. He definitely had Botox with the in the forehead, but yeah, man, he just looks like a totally different person.
Yeah, not the same at all.
No.
I think they took fat out of his face. Oh my God.
Okay, I've seen this woman. I don't even know who the hell she is.
Me neither. I think she's just a socialite. Her name is Jocelyn Wittensfeld or something like. I don't know her last name. Wildstein. Jocelyn Wildstein, that's her name.
So yes, she is a socialite, but and not even from this country. But I don't understand. She was beautiful. Look at her.
Look at her mouth. She's got the the
Yeah.
Joker. So, you know, the cheeks,
Yes.
you got no eyes left because your implants in your cheeks are so gross, and her
Right.
chin implant and
Like,
not pretty.
if you had seen her, like, um, like clips of her, she can't even move her mouth. Like, I wonder how they eat and drink. Like, I think part of this has to be some type of mental thing because who would want to do that to themselves? Like, I don't understand that.
How can you be happy with that? How can you say, "Oh, thank you, doctor. I feel so much better. I look so much better."
I don't know. Unless you're saying it really sarcastically, there's no way. No. Uh, all right, next. Okay.
So,
So this wasn't a
hmm,
horrible job. She still looks beautiful, but it looks nothing like her, Renee Zellweger.
it doesn't even look like her any. She was pretty to begin with.
She was very pretty, yes. She reminds me of Robin Wright now. Do you know who that is?
Yeah, yeah, Sean Penn's wife.
Yes. So I did not recognize her. I remember when she made her kind of coming out on one of the award shows, and no one even knew who the hell she was.
I know. So it's just gross. I mean, it doesn't look bad.
No,
For me, it's bad because it doesn't look like her anymore.
no, it doesn't. But she doesn't have the, the big old cheeks and she doesn't look like a lion.
No,
Ugh,
no.
not at all.
I like she had a fuller face when she was
Yeah,
younger, kind of like a rounder face. I wonder if she had like fat removed from her
That's what I
face.
was thinking. Because
Like
even
I
her
don't think
lips look,
she's had, yeah, like I don't think she's had a lift or anything like that, but almost like fat removed from her face.
yeah, maybe.
it just doesn't look good.
No, it doesn't. I mean, why would you want to look like someone completely different? I don't get it,
Oh, no.
especially where she's already famous and people already know that she's beautiful. Why would she change that?
I don't know. I
I,
can't understand that.
I know when she
I
did the
can't.
movie Chicago, she had lost like a ton of weight. She was like bone thin. And you see these celebrities that do extreme weight losses like that
Yeah,
in a short amount of time, and it does affect their face. Like Hugh Jackman, who I love, but after he did Les Mis and he like intentionally dehydrated himself, his face never really looked the same. And Matthew McConaughey lost all that weight for Dallas Buyers Club. His face
yeah,
never really looked the same. So if she had like an extreme weight loss really fast, maybe that's part of the issue.
that could be, but it still
I
just
don't
doesn't.
think so.
I don't know. It doesn't even look like her at all. I don't know. That again,
Yeah,
this is our opinion.
right.
All right, so here's mine.
My God,
Courtney Cox.
Noelle, I didn't want to put her because what did she do to herself?
Don't know. And I understand, in their type of business, you have to still kind of keep your youthful look. But
She doesn't look good.
there's that lion face again. And she's always been such a small woman, anyways. And she's so thin that just doesn't even fit her. Like, she looks like she has this big, puffy face that she's been taking some type of steroid because she's ill or something. Like, it just looks awful.
Horrible. Look how pretty she was.
I know. And I know that she has
She's
said,
fixing her stuff, though. I think she's taken out her implants and stuff.
yeah, she's regretted a lot of stuff that she's done. So, which, is good, but you
How could
can't.
you not? Because you're ugly now.
Oh, yeah, I don't get it. It's so sad. Okay, this one threw me for a loop. So, Daryl Hannah, in different stages of her life, when she was very young, when she started out, and then the middle picture is kind of, as
Middle,
not quite middle age. And then this last one, there's that lion face again. Like,
right.
she looks terrible. Her skin is still beautiful, but she just look the cheeks. It kills me. Like, I don't
Well,
get it.
why do they want cheek implants?
So, like, as when you're younger, your face always tends to be fuller, right? And you've always got like that quote unquote baby fat. And as you get older, when your skin starts to draw down,
Bag.
you don't necessarily have that perkiness. No one, it doesn't look like anyone's perfected that. So they're all going to the
No.
wrong doctor.
Yep, that's awful.
Oh, it's disgusting. Okay, do you know who this guy is?
No.
Okay. So this guy, you ever watch the show Botched?
Yeah,
Okay.
I love the show Botched.
Yeah. So this kid, let me get his name. Uh, I had it open on my
Danny
phone.
Zuko?
Danny Zuko, no. So this kid has done some extreme.
I mean, he doesn't look bad though.
No, but come on, look at what he looked like before. Now, if I would suggest to you to look him up when you have the moment. Where is his name? Hold on. I'm so sorry.
Justin Jetica.
Thank you. I just found it. Justin Jetica. Now, what this poor boy has done to himself, not only do you see his cheeks, his nose, he's done his lips, he's put in chin implants, he has also created pectoral implants, stuff for
No.
his scapula, stuff for his muscles in his arms, for his thighs. Like he is going to be fully synthetic. He does not
So
have any hair on his body except for his eyebrows and his, on his face. And even then, he doesn't have it on his chin. He looks like a human Ken doll. That is absolutely, oh, the poor kid.
so
look at him. Look at
Oh, he looks awful now.
right? And he keeps doing it. So when he went to Botched, he had asked them, he wanted them to put in some of the things that he had developed, some of the prosthetics, and they were like, no,
He
we
literally
can't do
made it
that.
himself.
He makes them himself, yes. And they were like, no, sorry, we cannot do that. So look at how he was so cute as a little kid, but now look at, like, see his chest and stuff. That is all fake.
He's getting the lion face too in the middle one.
Yeah, he is, because he's getting older. So now they have to put more of this stuff in his face. Isn't that awful? Like, oh, this poor boy. Like, oh. I mean, and he, like, honestly, his face looks perfection, but it looks so fake because you shouldn't be that perfect, you know? Yeah. Yeah. Look at how cute he was. Oh,
I saw her too. I almost picked her.
yes, she looks terrible.
She used to be on Vegas.
Yeah, she's got that lion face going on too. So
it's the lips.
Cheeks. Yep, the cheeks and the lips. So yeah, those are the ones that I picked that I thought were like maybe not so well, except for Justin, weren't so extreme, but they still just don't look like the same person. And I understand, no one wants to age. I totally get it. And we talk about that, the aging ungracefully, right? Now, that brings up a question. Besides Botox, would there be any other type of procedure that you would do? Is there anything you would do?
Yeah.
What would
if I wasn't afraid of it, I would do lipo.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I always wanted a flat stomach.
Well, there's other ways to get that,
Not now. too far gone.
But would you do anything
else?
Would you like do with the lip injections, or would you?
No.
I
nothing.
Think, no.
Botox. Maybe I would do like a boob lift.
Yes.
Actually, after Bree told me my boobs were covering my belly, I think I want to do a boob lift.
So I've talked to Dave about that because with, starting to lose all the weight, things are getting a little weird. They're a little funky and they're just not sitting where they should be anymore. And they're just weird. And I said, once I get to a certain place, I think that's something I would like to explore, is to get that done.
Maybe we could go together.
Oh, do you think they do them at the same time? We can hold hands? That would be on a very special life's journey with best friends.
Absolutely.
Hey, you never know. But I would love to get this, I know we've talked about it before.
Me too.
Turkey neck stupid thing. Yeah. Yeah, see, look at
I just need a lift.
Yeah. I would need a lift and probably maybe skin
Would you do
removal.
a reduction?
Oh, absolutely. I would totally do a reduction. I would love to do a reduction now, but I want to wait until I actually lose all the weight I want to lose. Yeah, they're just in the way, and they're just,
I just need them lifted up like right here.
yeah. I want to, yeah, a lift and a reduction would be perfect.
Same.
Look cute and perky, you know. The only other, have you heard of that thing where they do threading?
Your eyebrows?
No. So what they do is they put like, and it doesn't last for a long time. So people will do it for like weddings or like special occasions. They literally put like threads in your face, and they can
No.
pull them and pull your, yeah, and then eventually they dissolve and you go back. But yeah, could you imagine? I'm like, oh, see, look, yeah, there it is. Oh,
But how do they, so do they, you, obviously you can't see it,
no, it's in underneath your skin.
but it's not a full facelift. It's just threads that pull it.
Right, exactly. So, I mean,
Mhm.
it looks pretty awesome. I mean, if you're completely desperate and you want to do something for an event, or, these people that go on the Oscars or whatever, I bet you they do, a lot of
Oh, I'm
them do.
sure they do.
Yeah.
Would you do lips or any of that other stuff?
No, no, I don't care about that. I
Me
care more
neither.
about my neck right now and my boobs
Mm-hmm.
and the skin.
That looks awful.
I am noticing, on my belly, the skin. I think that might be an issue, but I'll figure that out when I get there, whatever. So,
I'm just afraid of lipo. They say it's so painful and dangerous.
well, I
But
can't
I guess now as it goes on the time, they've mastered it and it's not so bad anymore.
do you see how they do it? They like stick a thing in wicked fast, wicked fast. I'm
I
like,
don't think
no,
do they still do that way? I don't know. That's
no.
how they suction it out. Yes, I did see that. And that looks so painful. No wonder you're sore with bruises and everything because they're just jamming that fucking thing in you.
Right? Exactly. No, thank you. No. So yeah, I don't think I would do that. Just I don't know. I'm not that vain. I know I'm vain, but I'm
Same.
not vain. No, thank you.
I
No,
feel the
thank
same
you.
way.
Oh, what's that? Oh, here's the lipo. Like, oh, well, and then I also heard that if you have the liposuction, now it's taking the fat as well as it's taking the fat cells. If you continue to eat the way you're eating or you're gaining weight, there's no fat cells there anymore. So it goes to places where you still have fat cells. So if you didn't do your hips and your hips still have fat cells, all that
It's
shit's
gonna
going
go right
there.
there.
Yeah. So yeah, I think
Oh, thank you. Look at that fat. That's
that's
gross, man.
gross. Looks like a chicken cutlet.
It sure does, actually. A non-cooked chicken cutlet.
Oh. But I've seen a lot of things where like women and men that have lost over 100 pounds or 200 pounds and that they've had the skin surgery, like what it looked like before, right after, like what they have to deal with. And I have not seen anyone ever regret doing that.
No, I agree. I've never seen anybody regret doing it.
Because I heard that's also very painful, So, I mean, that's a little different than changing your face.
Yeah.
Oh. Anyways, yeah, I don't know what made us like talk about plastic surgery. I forget what got us on this, but we were like all week, like, oh my gosh.
And there's so many more people that
Oh,
you could that have had bad plastic surgery. So many more, but I've just picked a few.
yeah, me too. I just was like, yeah, that's crazy. And that guy, Justin, oh my gosh, he kills me. Like I've seen him on a couple of different shows, and I'm just like, wow, he just is. I don't want to say into himself, but that's all he does. It's all about his
But of course
body.
he's into himself. Absolutely.
There's more to life than that, you know.
I mean, I don't know why you'd spend all that money.
Well, and he doesn't work.
Can we talk about insurance, first of all, medical insurance?
Yeah, sure.
Because obviously medical insurance doesn't pay for that, right?
Nope, no, it does not. I'm not even sure if it covers skin surgery. I think it depends on the situation and what the issues are with the person, like the excess skin
Like
situation.
if you're getting infections and stuff like that, they
Yeah,
probably cover it.
yeah. But other than that, no, these people are all paying out of pocket.
And it's very expensive. So Maddie, my son, is going to have surgery on his shoulder in like 3 weeks. So the doctor's office called me yesterday and she's like, "Oh, I just want to go over your bill and all that stuff." And, and I was like, "Okay." So, I went in the another room to talk to her and what I do with the piece of paper, I don't know. But anyways, because I didn't meet my deductible,
Of
we don't
course.
really go to the doctors.
Right.
And there's a 30% co-insurance.
Okay.
I don't know what that is. And out of pocket, guess how much it's gonna cost me out of pocket?
I'm scared to.
It's under 5 grand, but
Oh,
4,100.
are you kidding me? Well, then you've met your deductible, so go and have as many things done for the
What
rest
else
of
am
the
I gonna
year.
go have done? Should I go get my
I
what do
don't
I
know.
do?
I don't. Oh, that's awful. And he's had that for quite a while now. So,
At
and
least 3 or 4 years.
yeah. So
But
it does.
imagine that 4,100. I said to the girl, I go, why do I have insurance?
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
I mean, I know I didn't yell at her or anything, but I'm
Yeah,
like, I mean, he has to have it, so
right,
we'll figure it out.
right. But yeah, that's insane. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's. I know. What do people do that don't have insurance? That's what.
I don't know.
I don't, they probably don't do anything. They just suffer with it, which is awful.
Or they go and have it done and then never pay their bill. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. Who knows? Well, I don't think that's not so much allowed these days. Whereas,
Not anymore.
yeah, yeah. Like when you walk into an ER and no one can be refused service because you're there for an emergency, but it's different when it's like an elective thing. So,
Gotcha.
yeah. Well, like that stupid biopsy, that was $700. And I was like, seriously? Yeah, because it's dental. And they don't cover anything under dental.
But it's a necessity.
It was a
You didn't
medical.
just say biopsy me because I feel like it. They saw something that was suspicious.
Right, right. Isn't
God,
it?
it's just like, why are we paying all this money?
I know. And it's part of the perks of, having a job where they're like, oh, we give you, insurance and you only pay so much a week. It's like, no, you end up paying a lot more than that. Yeah, that's the frustrating part. It's like, I
Yeah.
already paid, well, bi-weekly because I get paid bi-weekly, but I'm like, okay, but then you're still going to charge me an extra $7,000 on top of that. So I don't know. All right, now you got me bummed out. Thanks.
Sorry.
Position available in the toxicology unit.
Sorry, I gotta pause this for a second.
Available position, transferred to the tox unit.
Okay. Sorry, it just went on.
You watching Karen Reed?
I paused it for this because it started to get really good.
Oh.
Jennifer McCabe is on the stand.
Do you have any updates of Karen Reed you want to talk about yet?
I watched this new YouTube video guy. It's The Lawyer You Know. And I love him because he dissects the whole case and he's biased, non-biased.
He's unbiased. Yep.
Thank you. Because he doesn't have a skin in the game.
Sure.
So he talks about though how he's never seen a judge act like this before.
Really?
And how she says stuff that he's just like, how does she get away with doing this?
Kind of what we've been saying all along, right?
And she will like interrupt the defense, but she doesn't with the prosecution. It's just There's a lot, man. Like she is, and I wonder, do the jurors see that?
They have
Or
to.
is it just us because we know what's happening?
No, the jurors have to see that. I mean, they're sitting right there in the courtroom.
I don't know.
Uh,
I don't know.
Now,
I'm worried she's going to get railroaded this trial.
so Jennifer McCabe is the one you hated the last time too.
Oh my God, she's a bitch. They definitely coached her very well this time. Now, instead of her saying, I remember this, and this, and she's like, oh, I don't remember. Oh, I'm not sure. I know I might have said that, but it was so chaotic. I don't remember.
Oh boy. So yeah, it's definitely sounds like it's a little different than last time. Oh,
But she's still, she has contradictions. And so they'll say, well, you said this last time. And now you're saying this. And she's like, I don't remember. Or stuff like that. It's like crazy. So I don't really have an update because there was no court yesterday. And today I haven't finished watching. So,
oh, okay. All right. So maybe more of an update next week then. Okay.
yes, absolutely. We'll have an update next week.
All right. Yeah, I'm not watching any of it, so I'm relying on you for all of this. I'm done. I'm over it. I can't invest.
Frustrating to watch.
Yeah. I'm just like, I can't. I'm done.
I'm addicted, actually. I watch so many things that dissect it.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I said this before, but I'm going to a Karen Reed fundraiser next Friday.
You did tell us that.
I'm very excited about that.
I can't wait to hear about that and see what people were saying and what, So
Yeah.
So it's a week from today?
A week from today.
Okay. All right. Oh, that's cool. Oh my gosh. Speaking of insurances, I just got a text from my doctor's office. Welcome to the digital billing. It's online and secure. They're telling me you have a bill because I have an appointment on Monday. They want to make sure I pay it before I get there. All right. Well, BFFers, that is it for us this week. We hope you have a wonderful week. And please don't forget, it is always better to have a friend with two chins than
Two faces.
We'll see you next episode. Bye.
See ya.
Hi, BFFers. We talk a lot about aging ungracefully on our podcast and are always looking at ways to improve our overall health.
One of the ways to do that is to purchase quality products that are high in nutrition.
Natural Food Exchange is passionate about providing you with the highest quality, natural, and organic products. They are dedicated to promoting a healthy lifestyle through a carefully curated selection of nutritious foods, supplements, and wellness products.
Check out Natural Food Exchange in person at 39 Pleasant Street, Unit 1A in Stoneham, or visit their website, naturalfoodexchange.com.
Get 15% off of your order when you use the code BFF15 or use the QR code on our website at www.lifesjourneywithbestfriends.com.
You've been listening to Life's Journey with Best Friends. For details on any of the things we've mentioned in the podcast, including photos, visit our website lifesjourneybff.com. You can also email us at lifesjourneybff@gmail.com or visit us on Facebook, Instagram, or Threads.
Remember, no matter where life takes you, you are never alone when you have a best friend by your side. Until next time.